Hey, what's up, y'all? So it's truly Kevin Key, and today I'm going to talk about no free passes. I remember I was on this movie set and we were in the airport. And so basically, to get access, we had to get this background check and we had to go through a whole class curriculum of what to do and how to react or perform in the airport. And so we had an awesome responsibility to go through the different security doors without being able to go through TSA. We didn't have to go through TSA or any of that type of screening because we had already been vetted, which was really cool because you could just walk through these doors. But with that came a lot of responsibility. You had to make sure nobody came behind you. The doors had to close properly. You had to make sure there was nothing on you because sometimes they would do random tests once you got to the other side. There was another group of us that beyond just their regular pass, they had the ability to escort other people. So these folks had even greater responsibility because they had the right to just carry regular people through the security areas without being checked. And so as I was dealing with this or as I was on set, something came to my mind. I thought about how sometimes we can be in secure areas, but it's because we got there from somebody else's access. And so when you're on somebody else's access, you've got to really be careful because anything you do can impact the person who actually has the access. And so you can't get comfortable over there thinking you're there on your own access because that can cause big problems with anybody else that actually has the pass. And so with that responsibility comes a lot, right? Because you now can impact the safety of everybody else depending on who you bring over. So now you have to really think about the people that are around you. Also, they limited the people the a certain number that they could escort at one time, which means that they believe that you can only watch a certain number of people while you're on the other side. And now think about this. Let's say one of the people that you're escorting takes advantage of the situation and now you can't watch them and they go doing some other things. The you have to be able to really choose who's around you. And this this just spoke so many volumes on this spoke volumes on a whole nother level for me. Because I think about it in life, how we have people around us that are getting access to other areas. They're getting access to other groups, to different levels simply because of you. The people that you're around know you, and your vouch for allows them to bypass some of the other screening that they would normally do. Now, if this person that you picked is not the right caliber person and they end up doing something wrong, now that impacts you and the group. And so you have to have people around you that understand the value of where you're taking them, that understand the value of the people that you're bringing, of the value of the people that they're bringing you around. They have to understand also what it took for you to gain the level of access so that they can respect it. We have to really be careful and we have to really be gatekeepers of sorts to protect the larger vision. And I know a lot of people don't really like the word gatekeeping because they feel like gatekeeping is all about not giving people opportunities. But in actuality, gatekeeping is making sure that the right people are able to go through the gate. I got a great example. Thankfully, I'll say this, I've been in the film industry for a long time. And through these years, I've gotten a lot of respect in the industry. People pretty much know that if I bring somebody around, they're going to be cut from a certain cloth. They're going to act a certain way. They're going to know certain protocols, in which case they typically don't even ask the resume of the person that I bring around. It's just good enough that, hey, they're with me. And so with that, just like the airport, having the badges comes a lot of responsibility because in the high security areas that I'm in, you don't have time to watch people and make sure that they perform in the way that they need to perform. You've got to make sure that they're already ready to go. And with that, we have to train the people that are around us, the culture of where we're going, the culture of the people that are already there. This is super important so that as things need to happen in real time, there's no question, there's no argument, there's no debate. They just respond. And so you've got to look at your group and you got to say, is this a person that I can bring on my badge? Is this a person that can handle the responsibility of being on the other side of security and not have to have somebody to worry about or make sure they're not going to do anything that's not kosher? And in some areas, you also have to recognize where you can't even take anybody. There's certain places that your security is so important and the security of others that's there that you just cannot include other people in that. And I think also you have to recognize where you are. At certain parts of your life, you're the person with that badge that has the escort on it. And at other points in your life, you're the person that only has the single badge. And so if you only have the single person badge, which is, covers just you, and now you start to take other people over there, that's going to mess up things too, because now you're overstepping your security access, in which case they can't trust you when you're trying to bring people over that you're not qualified to bring over, or that you've not been given permission or, the right or any of these things. And as much as you want to bring certain people on once you get on, sometimes it's not in the best interest of the big picture to do so. Sometimes you just have to get over there, prove yourself, and then be able to, have people trust you to the place where they're like, hey, whoever you bring is good. We've seen your judgment. We've seen how you handle stressful situations. We've seen how you bring solutions to the table. So we trust your judgment and we trust your expertise.